Welcome to the Mandalorian Podcast. I'm your host, Drew Gretsch, and today we are talking about Star Wars Resistance Season 2, Episode number 4, Hunt on Celsor 3. Full spoiler alert for Star Wars Resistance Season 1, all those episodes, and then the first 4 episodes of Season 2. So, this episode, as I've said a lot before on the podcast, I love it when they go to other planets and leave the Colossus, like what we got a lot with in the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, and what we'll probably be getting with the Mandalorian. Based on the trailers, my Mandalorian new trailer episode is up right now. Go check that out. Anyway, we got to really explore Celsor 3, which is the planet that the Colossus seems to be hovering around. We got to see that a lot in the last episode, and I'm happy we get to see it more now, and really just, this is a smaller, people watch the Clone Wars, people watch Rebels. This is starting to feel more like a comic series to me. As you know, because I've gotten used to the Dave Filoni stuff, and Clone Wars and Rebels do feel very connected, and I'm not really feeling that with Resistance. Don't get me wrong, I love the show. I just don't really feel like it's as connected to the Filoniverse as Clone Wars and Rebels, and my thoughts on The Mandalorian is that it probably will be as well as if you've seen this new trailer. But, alright, let's just get into the episode. So it's about basically, there's no food on the Colossus at all. And let me just get to my show notes here real quick. I mean, this episode was like a great reminder that the people that are on board the Colossus right now really did not choose this life. Like Otzi, and everyone else is planning to leave. There was a guy in the bar, and he just started crying. I thought that was really funny. The first half of this episode, when they were down with when Kaz and Tora were down with the pirates, it reminded me a lot of last week's episode, where it was all about, they got to work together to survive. And I really, really like that, because, whether they want to or not, they're stuck together. They need to realize that, I don't even think they know what the First Order's done. They don't really know what happened in The Last Jedi. So, I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see Kaz's reaction to hearing that, the Resistance is, completely wiped out. There are, at the end of The Last Jedi, there's, a dozen of them on board the Millennium Falcon. So, there was, that's going to be interesting when he finds it out. I don't think he'll find it out for a few more episodes, maybe not even until The Rise of Skywalker comes out, because I think they'll be keeping it a little filler stuff until that movie comes out, and then they'll be going deep in, the full swing of everything. So, they fail, because Captain Kraken won't listen to Kaz, and I think it's funny that they still call him Captain, even though Tora's dad, Doza, I kind of combined Doza and Tora, and I got Dora the Explorer. That even though Doza's the captain, I think it's funny that they call him Captain, because he's their captain. You can have, how do I put this? I don't really know. I'm just they didn't choose to be there, they're stuck there, so he is still the captain of the pirates. And then the last half of this episode was kind of meh for me. Because, Tora and Kaz go back down to the planet, because Tam was working on a cannon thing that could take out, a really strong armor, but before she finished it and hooked up to the fireball, she joined the First Order. So they go back down to the planet with that, and I was thinking to myself, why wouldn't they connect it to the ship from the Colossus? And then I realized, the dog thing is in the dog's in the ship, which I thought was kind of stupid, because it was a reason for them to leave their ships and to prove that they can survive on their own, I guess. Because I think maybe Tora and Kaz might be stranded somewhere or something. I don't know. Overall, I like this episode. I think next week's is going to be better. Next week sounds like it'll involve the First Order a little more. I really like that. Out of this whole season so far, all 4 episodes, episode number 3, Live Fire is the best one so far. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to say. Big announcement right now. You won't hear this on the episode just dropped, as I'm recording this 2 days later. But we have a new Instagram account. It's at Drew Gretsch Podcast. We are officially getting rid of the Instagram accounts for Cinema Soundtrack Podcast, Kid Commentaries, and we are getting rid of at Mandalorian Pod, so we can, I'm just trying to keep it all together. So yeah, you can find us on Instagram at Drew Gretsch Podcast. It's at Drew Gretsch Podcast now. You can find me. Well, we are the Mandalorian Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Drew Gretsch Podcast. You can find me on Instagram at Drew Gretsch 2028. We are streaming on Anchor, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher, Breaker, Castro, Castbox, Radio Public, and Pocket Casts. You can, or you can subscribe to our RSS feed. I don't know how you do that though. Never mind. Don't subscribe to our RSS feed. But I've got 2 other podcasts, Kid Commentaries and the Cinema Soundtrack Podcast. Both are available wherever you are listening to this show right now, as well as The Average Binger. I'm on a few episodes of that. It's very, very good. A friend of mine, Nick Denenberg's in charge of it. Go check that out also. We have 2 links down in the show notes. One is for our website. Well, they're both for our website. One is for donations. Really helps out the show a lot, guys. One is for voice messages. You leave us a voice message and we'll play it here on the podcast, and I'll respond to you. Another great way to get in contact with us is email. Emails should be sent to mandalorianpodcast@gmail.com. That's mandalorianpodcast@gmail.com. iTunes reviews, leave them. We love them. We will read them here on the show. Let's just see if time of recording, if we do have any brand new. Nope, no new reviews. But when we do get reviews, we read them on air. So yeah, I think that's about it. Also YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We do not have any content out yet. Actually, this episode will be up on YouTube. So if you listen to podcasts on YouTube, you can do that from here. You can do that from just really subscribing. We will be doing live shows once Mandalorian episodes start to come out. We'll just be doing, I think I'm just going to do it as, we'll go live, and I'll just be recording at the same time. So if you do miss our live streams, we will be dropping them on our RSS feed, like, immediately after. Just because we drop episodes on Fridays, and we, episodes of Mandalorian will be dropping on Fridays as well. Alright, so that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for listening. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.